last class we almost completed physical layer. We did what is physical layer, we did what are the features of physical layer, we did different types of encoding techniques, we studied one protocol of physical layer known as Ethernet, which is mostly asked in the interview. Yeah, we did cover, and the devices of the physical layer are already covered before itself. Okay, what are the devices of physical layer? Modem, hub, NIC, partially at the physical layer. The only topic which is left now is transmission media, different types of transmission media. So today we will be discussing about transmission media. Okay, now first of all, what is transmission media? First of all, in simple words, transmission media is nothing but a medium for data transfer. That's it. If data needs to be transmitted, it needs to be transmitted on some path, whether it is air. If it is in air, it gets transmitted in the form of signals, I mean analog signals. If it is in some medium, like some physical medium, it gets transmitted in the form of digital signals. Not in all physical mediums, but certainly like twisted pair, copper twisted pair, and etc. Right? Okay, so yeah, a medium or path for data transfer. If there is no this, there is no data transfer. That's it. You can't do it. Only if there is transmission media, you can send the data. Okay. It's like if you are riding a bike and there is no road. What is the use of bike then? Where do you ride? You will ride it in air or what? Not possible, right? Okay. Now, transmission media is of two types. One is guided transmission media. Guided. So what do you mean by guided? It means someone is guiding you. Someone is guiding you to reach the destination. It means indirectly it is closed circuit. If it is closed circuit means indirectly it's physical. Physical means basically physical connection. Okay. Guided is nothing but physical. Unguided. Unguided transmission media. These are the types of media. Air. Exactly. These are the types of media. No one is there to guide you. You, the receivers and IC must keep on listening continuously. Where is my signal? Where is my signal? Okay. It's kind of that. Unguided media. No one is coming to guide you. Guided media. There is only one path. You will go in that one path. That's it. Okay. Now, in these two, again there are categories. Three categories of this. Actually, there are five, but 5 in industrial level, but in college level there are 3. I will teach only 3. Okay. In unguided media also there are 3. Okay. So guided media is again of 3 types. Okay. First one. What is first one? Twisted pair. We have second one, coaxial fiber. Not much used nowadays, but yes, good media. Good if you want higher security. Not higher security, higher strength. Okay. Third one, the most famous and the most richest, optical fiber. Even today in your home routers, they are connected to routers from the ISP using optical fiber. You check. You go to your Wi-Fi router in your home and check the color of the wire coming to your router. If it is yellow color, it means it's definitely optical fiber. Optical fibers are mostly yellow colored. Mostly. Okay. And the next one is unguided media. Unguided media is nothing but air. So in air, the data can travel in the form of waves. What are the different form of waves which can carry the data? I mean, what are the different form of analog signals that can carry the data? First one is radio waves. The most common and the most used form of data transfer in unguided media is radio waves. Okay. And the second one is nothing but microwaves. Third one is infrared radiations or waves, whatever you can say. Okay, radiation or waves or signal, anything. Guided media, unguided media. Guided media is again in the form of 5 types. So, okay, I'll tell you the names. The fourth one is strip line. And the fifth one is microstrip line. Bro, these both, they are not used nowadays, and also they don't ask in interview, and also not in college. So studying this is useless. Guided media, I told you, it is a physical connection actually. The physical connection between sender and receiver, where there is a dedicated path to travel for the data, is nothing but guided media. That's it. Simple. Okay. And the first form of guided media is nothing but twisted pair. So twisted pair is again in the form of two types. Don't scratch your head. It's very easy. UTP, STP. Unshielded twisted pair, shielded twisted pair. Getting my point? Here the twisted pair is unshielded. Here the twisted pair is shielded. Now you might be thinking, what is the use of shielding here? It's not for protection. It is not for protection. Don't think that it is used for protection. No. I'll tell you why shielding is necessary here. Okay. Now, first let's discuss about unshielded twisted pair. Okay. Before that, what is twisted pair? Twisted pair is nothing but there are two wires. Those are running in the form of twisted pattern. Okay, it's like this. Man, how to draw it, bro? Like this, like this, like this, like. Cheer, man, you understand, bro? It's like this. Okay, it's like DNA cells. It's like DNA cells. Okay, there are two wires. Okay, we have outer protective shielding here. This is nothing but plastic cover. This is plastic cover. Okay, this is plastic cover. Okay, the outer layer is nothing but plastic cover. Inside we have wires running around each other. Okay, that's it. If the plastic covers got cut, we will also get cut from our life. Okay, if the cut happens here and if it touches that, we are gone. Okay, it will be very high electric shock. Okay, so this is unshielded twisted pair. We have a shield at the outside. Okay, I mean not shield. It's not like protective shield. Okay, it's just a plastic cover. We have a just plastic cover, and inside we have two wires running around each other. That is nothing but unshielded twisted pair. Ethernet uses this form, UTP. I'll tell you why. I told you yesterday, Ethernet is very concerned about security. Okay. Sorry, reliability. Yeah, security and reliability both, but more of reliability, less of security. Now, Ethernet uses UTP, which uses a very beautiful concept. They are not explained in college, not even anywhere. They use very beautiful concept called as a differential signaling. Differential signaling. Okay. In this, what happened is, here let's assume these two wires are parallel. I mean, for drawing sake, okay, they are actually twisted, but let's assume two are parallel. Okay, for now I'm just drawing. Okay. Now, why there are two wires? First of all, why there are only two? In college they'll say you one is for ground, one is for carrying the data. Bullshit. Wrong. One carries positive voltage, one carries negative voltage. Why? Let me explain you. Before explaining this, I want to explain you what is interference. Okay. Interference. Interference is nothing but when a signal is transmitted from device A to device B. During the transmission of signal from device A to device B, the signal gets distorted. Distorted is nothing but change in the shape of the signal. That is nothing but interference. In simple words, any disturbance to the shape of the signal or any disturbance to the original signal or the original data is nothing but interference. Let's assume I am running a city power station where there are very high voltages. Whenever you are running a power generator line, right? I mean some power generator line, there are very heavy radiations coming out of the power generator. Okay, can you sense it? See, suppose if you are running some motor only, some water motor, bro, how much sound it will come, and you see how much vibrations the motor release, right? How much vibrations the motor release. So if you think about that case, okay, in reality case, that small water motor cannot affect these signals. Okay, in reality, those high voltage generators kind of thing, those can affect. Okay, those can affect. But let's take a simple example for now. Okay, we have a copper wire placed beside water motor, and the water motor is running. Okay, it is releasing vibration continuously. Here, those wire is connecting me and you, me and X person or you. Okay, I am sending the data. During transmission of data, okay, this motor is running now. The motor is continuously releasing vibrations. Okay, due to continuously releasing of vibrations, what happens is these vibrations come and see, suppose the signal is going like this. Okay, these vibrations come and just see, if the signal is like this, the vibrations come and stuck here, and yeah, and these come and just push the wave downwards. It's kind of like pushing the wave downwards. Okay, so this leads to change in shape of the signal. Now I explained at that time only. If the signal shape has been changed, then the data received will be opposite. If it is 1, it will be 0. Right? Even some change can lead to very high errors. Okay? That is the reason. That's a very big disadvantage in UTP, unshielded twisted pair. Outer layer nothing but has a simple plastic cover. Bro, what will plastic cover help in carrying data, bro? No. Inside we directly have conductor, copper conductor, which is actually carrying the data. Okay. Upon that we are just putting some plastic cover. I mean some fiber or plastic. Okay. And we are assuming that no one should come and disturb that. No. It's very tricky. Okay. But what Ethernet guys did, right? They are very high brain people. Okay. They use the concept of differential signaling. They told we are using 2 wires, however. Okay, we are using 2 wires. This is the medium. I mean, this is the UTP. Okay, inside this there are 2 wires sending. Okay, they twist the 2 wires very. They can see if I'll twist it as much as possible. Okay, these 2 wires are getting twisted as much as possible until the receiver comes. Okay, full. They're not even. It's like not even from here to here. No, they'll do 100 twisters here only. One around the other, one around the other. Okay, why? Let me explain you beautifully. Why they do so much amount of twisting in UTP? Let me explain you. Suppose I told you wave A carries the actual data. Suppose wave A is carrying 1001. Sorry, copper connector A, not wave A. Wave B carries 0010. Indirectly, I mean, if wave A is carrying positive 2.5 of voltage, wave B is carrying negative 2.5 of voltage. Now, let me explain you what happens. Now, at the time when this strikes, motor vibrations or the electric generator vibrations strike here, when they strike here, suppose the wave B wire is here. Okay, wave B wire is here. Okay, now these vibrations come and change the voltage. Suppose this voltage has become minus 2.5 to minus 3.5. Suppose let's assume there is a 1 voltage change. If it is striking here, we have twisted the wire so much that in just a micrometer or in just a millimeter gap, at the same time if it is striking, this wire is also getting affected. Understanding the point? If one wire is exposed, I have twisted it so much that the second wire is coming next to it, and we are actually claiming that both of the wires are actually getting equally affected from the external interference. Getting my point? If it is 2.5 voltage, this will become 3.5 voltage. If it is minus 2.5 plus 1 is something but 1.5. Am I right? Okay, and now let's assume in normal case. In normal case, these both were carrying plus 2.5 minus 2.5. So the formula they use at the end to detect the original signal is nothing but voltage at wire A minus voltage at wire B gives the actual value. Now in the original case, 2.5 minus of 2.5. What is this? 5 voltage. Let's assume we don't have the concept of this. We don't have the concept of differential signaling. Okay, we don't have more twisting. This becomes 3.5, but this will remain 2.5. Will it affect the value? Yes. Yes. Now these both are equally affected. Now let's assume in the interference case, the interference occur, and now still voltage at A is 3.5 minus the voltage at B is 1.5 minus of minus 1.5. This also gives you 5 voltage. That is nothing but beauty of UTP, uninsulated twisted pair. They use the concept of differential signaling so that whatever data I send, the same data must come back. Let's assume disadvantage. Bro, first of all, being a high-minded person, we must make sure that no interference should affect me at any cost. Okay? Even though I have a concept of differential signaling, I should still make sure that the interference should not even reach till me. They say they have a saying called as prevention is better than cure. Okay? Here they are curing it, they are not preventing it. Okay? Understanding the point? Still exposed to interference. Bit lower performance when compared to shielded twisted pair. Okay, before coming to shielded twisted pair, here I am telling you there are 2 wires running, but in reality in some plastic, under the plastic cover, there are actually 4 pairs of wire running. 4 pairs. It means there are totally 8 wires. 8 wires, okay? All the pairs are used both for sending and receiving, bidirectional, full duplex mode of transmission, okay? Got the point? In reality, UTP uses 4 pairs of wires. Here for explanation, I just used 2 wires, okay? I mean 1 pair. Actually, there are 4 pairs. Understood? Yeah, I told you there are 4 pairs, okay? It's like orange combined with white, blue combined with white, brown combined with white, green combined with white. Orange, blue, brown, green. Green or grey, but actually green, almost all green. So these are 4 pairs of wire twisted around each other. White is common here and remaining all are different. Shielded twisted pair. Okay, same diagram as last one. Okay, but here we have 2 forms again. There are 2 approaches they follow in shielded twisted pair. One is we have a outer covering, same plastic jacket as the last one, but inside we have one more metal covering, which actually metal sheet, which actually doesn't allow anything to come from outside and doesn't allow anything to go from inside. Metal covering, okay? And here we have again 4 pairs, as I said. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pairs. 4 pairs of wires, they go out. So, outer plastic jacket, inside metal covering, and 4 pairs of wires, okay? This is nothing but first form of shielded twisted pairs. In second form, what happens is, there is a plastic jacket. Yes, but instead of shielding metally outside for all the wires, for all the pairs, they individually shield each and every pair. Suppose there is 1 pair of wire here, they shield this wire, they shield this pair. Second pair, they shield this pair. Third pair, they shield this pair. Third pair, shield around this pair. Again we have 4th pair, shield around this pair. They are individually shielding each and every pair. Now, any general knowledge thing, why they are shielding each and every pair? This can also help, right? Shielding all the pairs at the once and shielding individually each and every pair. How can this benefit? Actually, I didn't say one disadvantage of UTP. The disadvantage I will tell you here. In UTP, we have, I told you, there are 4 pairs of wire running. In basic case, there are 4 pairs of wire running. Now, we assume that, yes, from outside if interference comes, signal shape changes, gone. But what if 1 pair's wire signals overlap with other pair wires? Can it happen? And if the copper conductor is carrying some electron above, and by some damage or not some damage, anything can happen, some due to more weight or due to more vibration, if the electrons from 1 pair cannot jump into other pair or just disturb the electrons which are running on the above the copper wire, can it happen? and that thing we call as crosstalk. Crosstalk is nothing but disturbance of the signal within the same wire only. I mean within the same medium, not due to external interference. It's within the same medium. Within the same medium, due to beside wire or due to below wire or due to above wire, the signal which is running in that wire is affecting my wire signal is nothing but crosstalk. Disturbance in my signal caused by the overlapping of other signal is known as crosstalk in professional words, but I like to explain in simple words. Okay, fine. So UTB has one more disadvantage, crosstalk. That is the reason here they have bought the mechanism to eliminate crosstalk. They are actually shielding each and every pair so that whatever electrons are moving within them, let them move within them only. It should not come outside. Even if they get attached, right? Even if they get attached, they still have the covering outside, plastic sheath outside. They won't get connected with each other. Understood? Disadvantages: costlier when compared to UTP. That's it. Simple. The second form, coaxial cable, coaxial fiber or coaxial cable. In this, we have inner core conductor which actually carries the data. Outside one insulator. We have inner core which actually carries the data. This is dielectric insulator. That's it. Insulator which separates core from outer one more conductor. We have one more conductor in the outside known as braided metal conductor. Braided metal conductor. Outside of this we have protection jacket or outer jacket, you can say. Braided metal conductor. This is used to eliminate interference. Easy. Okay. And this is the one which serves as the path of data transfer. And this one connects to ground. Why? Why this braided metal conductor is connected to ground? Let me explain you. Suppose, as it is a metal connector, due to external interference, conductors at the surface of the conductors, there are positive or negative charges getting generated. Okay, if the positive or negative charges are getting generated, as these all these layers are packed up into one medium, these are going either towards sender or either towards receiver. Agree? Now, as this core is the one which is actually sending the data, if this person also is connected to receiver, this will also induce its own bits which are generated due to vibration, interference. This will also put up its bits also. That is the reason this conductor, whose main purpose is to avoid interference, also make sure that I am connected to ground. Just advantages, it is like more like good protection, kind of good protection. I mean from interference, good protection. Okay. And disadvantages, same thing you can write, costly. That's it. Because two metals, right? Two huge metals, they are a bit costly, man. And now, finish about this. Now let's discuss the most used LAN. Okay, the most used and the most richest and the most costliest. Third part of wire media, optical fiber. This is most used form of LAN. Most costliest also. Also remember what is EMI. Whatever I explained to you about interference right now regarding braided metal conductor, these all interference are known as EMI, electromagnetic interference. Okay, we have inner glass. As it is optical fiber, it doesn't carry digital signals, it carries light signals. Light on off at some frequencies. Okay, we have glass here, which is actually carrying the light on off, on off, on off, on off, on off. On basis of light off, on off, we will decide 1 or 0, 1 or 0, 1 or 0. That's it. Okay. If clock is perfectly synchronized, okay, that is a main important condition in optical fiber. But yes, in optical fiber, the medium is so fast that the clock will be synchronized only. Light travels with the speed of 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, so no need to worry about that. Even if it's not synchronized, it will make it synchronized because it's such a high speed. Okay. The inner core glass and the outer layer of the glass is known as cladding. Cladding. And outside of this layer is nothing but protective sheath. Why protective sheet for it? Because it is made up of glass. If the glass breaks, if you do optical fiber like this, right, you are 1,200 rupees gone. Outside of that, we have one more outer protective jacket. Okay, this protective sheet also is made up of almost like metal kind of thing. Okay. This is cladding. Okay, this is a cladding is also made up of glass, shiny glass surface. Okay, why is it shiny? I'll explain. Coming from inside glass carries data. Actually carrying data, glass, light signals on and off. Cladding is used for TIR, total internal reflection. Cladding is nothing but it is a kind of a glass surface such that whatever comes to its surface bounces back within the same medium. Getting my point? First of all, this glass or fiber never lets data outside. By chance it got outside. We have cladding here. The data will come back inside again. Agreed? And any interference coming from outside, we have cladding surface here. It will go back to same medium. Agreed? Even if the data comes inside, it cannot disturb light signal. Why? Because light signals are not digital, are not carrying electrons, which can be disturbed by electromagnetic interference, right? Some electrons cannot disturb light coming, okay? They cannot stop light from coming. Am I right? So, we can say that optical fiber is completely immune to EMI, not even reducing, completely immune, vaccine injected, okay? Completely immune to EMI, hence costliest. Advantages: higher speed, range up to kilometers. Remember, UTP, unshielded twisted pair. I told you when I was teaching copper distributed data interface, I told you CDDI, I mean copper, they are supported for 100 meters. So in UTP, the distance is limited to 100 meters per segment, but still limited. Okay, 100 meters. And coaxial fibers, few hundred meters. Optical fibers, kilometers. And the EMI, for EMI, UTP, EMI is high. Okay, and the coaxial low. Optical fiber completely immune. Okay, yeah, and bandwidth low in UTP, medium in coaxial, very high in optical fiber. Speed of light, bro. Speed of light and plus no interference. High performance, right? And cost, you can say ulta. Lowest, medium, high. Okay. If someone asks you differences, you can write whatever I told you just now. Okay, 4 to 5 differences, enough. Understood about optical fiber? That is a about optical fiber. That's it, simple.